Jeff Keenan here with a review of the new GOTRAX GXL electric scooter.
So the GXL is GOTRAX's new version of their glider scooter. It's much heavier duty, and it's really meant to compete with the Xiaomi M365 and the Segway ES2 that the electric scooter companies Bird and Lime are using. Except this one has more hill climbing power. Main advantage of this is the motor. Even though it's listed as 250 watt, it really climbs just about any hill. I'll show you some video in a little bit, but I've tried a few other scooters and it's a very hilly town I live in, and this is the only one that will make it up the larger hills. The motor actually makes a little noise as it's going on the larger hills, unlike some of the other scooters, but when it's on the flats or small hills, it's very quiet. The other nice advantage here is that it has disc brakes. So you have a foot actuated disc brake, but the cables are very limited. That's the only external cable. Everything else is inside the posts. So that's really nice. The display is sort of limited. There's no Bluetooth on this. And the one I have is a little bit blurry if you can see, but it's, you know, it displays what it needs to. Basically you get speed readout and you get battery charge level. If you hold it for 2 seconds, it goes into speed 2, where it'll go up to 20 miles an hour in my testing. So pretty fast for a scooter. It doesn't maintain 20, it'll surge to 20 on the flats or on the downhill. But even on you know, pretty decent hills, it'll maintain like 15 miles an hour at least. So it's pretty fast and powerful for what it is. Range is also really good. I'm seeing like close to 10 miles real world range. I mean, a lot of these other scooters tout 20 miles, but you know, it doesn't happen. It's like a fraction of that. It all depends on your weight. I weigh about 178 pounds. So very, very good range for my weight on the other scooters I've tested. The other nice thing about the GOTRAX is it has a fender on the front, so there's no water splashing up. Mine was making a little noise when I got it. I just had to realign it and it was fine. Also has a headlight. You hold the button for a few seconds and it will turn on. There you go. Pretty bright, definitely can use it at night. There's no tail light on this one though. Same as other scooters, it has throttle on this side, braking on this side. This is the front e-brake. It's not regenerative according to GOTRAX, but I find that hard to believe. I don't know how else it would work, but I guess maybe they're not recapturing the energy. Not a big deal. I don't think it makes a huge difference. The deck is nice. It's rubber clad and the batteries are in the deck. You get a kickstand that works really well, and then to deploy the folding mechanism, you pull on this lever. Folds up, locks in place. I close the kickstand, and then it will sit like that, and it's easy to carry. Pretty heavy though, 25 pounds. So it's heavier than a lot of the carbon fiber scooters, but you know, it's pretty much the same as any of the more industrial type scooters like Bird and Lime are using. To unfold it, you push down the fender, really nice mechanism, folds right up, and it's back up. So another thing with the GOTRAX GXL, it has air-filled tires, which on some of the earlier M365 scooters were a problem. They're causing flats, but I haven't seen anything here that would indicate these things are going flat. I think they may have had some design problem with theirs. You could always slime them, but it gives a nice smooth ride with the air-filled tires. I think it's definitely worth it without any, you know, weird suspension parts that are gonna break. I mean, it gives you a nice soft ride. You can go over some of the biggest bumps with these things without a problem. So I like up here, behind this rubber protector, you plug the charger in here. I like that it's up here instead of on the deck. It's easier to get to when it's unfolded. It comes with a 1.5 amp charger, and they say it takes about 4 hours to charge, which is what I found. So the battery capacity on this thing is about 6,000 milliamp hours at 36 volts. So 36 volts gives you the power to climb those bigger hills. So again, I think it's a pretty good trade-off between price and power and battery life. So very good scooter.
So here I'm gonna do a test ride with my DJI Mavic Air following me automatically. which is pretty cool. So I'm actually going a little bit slow here so that the Mavic can keep up. I didn't want to lose it. But this hill coming up here is actually pretty steep. Some of the other scooters I've tried will slow down to, you know, less than 5 miles an hour where you can barely even ride them without kicking. This one will cruise right up at 15 miles an hour, no problem. So it's definitely a strong motor on this guy. I had to slow down a couple times just to make sure that the drone was still back there filming. I don't know if you can hear the motor at all. It gets a little loud on the bigger hills, but here I think it's silent. Really smooth, you know, there's a lot of bumps on this road, so, you know, I don't have any problems with this. So again, this is the GOTRAX GXL scooter. I highly recommend it. I'm going to put a link below if you'd like to buy it. It's, you know, around $400. It's a great buy. It's like half the price of the ES2 scooter with the extra battery, which makes it an ES4, I believe. And it's faster and comparable range. So, you know, it doesn't have Bluetooth or the app or a lot of these features, but it's very heavy-duty scooter. It'll definitely get you around if you want to commute, and I highly recommend it. Again, I'll put the link to the product below, and remember to like and subscribe for more help with Wi-Fi and tech products.